This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219. Stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hello, good people. Hello. I am not Greg. I know you see Greg right there in the corner. I am not Greg. This is Gina Gatson right here live at Dialogue Cigar Bar. Come on down. There's plenty of room for everybody. But we are here. Me and the crew. We are here. Before I begin, you know what we got to do. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Now, again, we're live here at Dialogue Cigar Bar, 601 South Lake Street, Gary, Indiana. We are here live with the crew. Now, we're going to do some interesting things today. We're going to talk about cigars, cigar smoking. What do you pair with cigars? How do you cut cigars? What's the best brand of cigars? Man, it's going to be all cigar today. And we're also going to tell you about this great establishment that is Black-owned cigar bar in Gary, Indiana. That's right, the only one. So if you have not been here, come on down because it's a nice environment, mellow, nice people. You come in here and guess what you do? You pull out a cigar and you relax because that's what cigars do for you. They put you in that mood. So pretty soon, we'll give the rest of the crew a little bit of time to get here. But we're going to have some questions that we'll be able to answer for you. We're going to have a cigar connoisseur here to tell you a little bit more about smoking cigars. Now, I know cigar smoking is not just a male thing. Back in the day, you really only saw men smoking cigars, right? But nowadays, you see men and women smoking cigars.
No.
It's something that's there for all of us, whether you're a male or a female. So if you haven't tried it, you know what? There's so many different. And a lot of times, new cigars. Cigar smokers. They don't really know what to do. They don't know what brands. They don't know how to cut it. I can be good. All
I know.
Have some people, Greg, but you know what? Can't really hear you. I don't know either, but I think Gina did her thing, though. She did introduce everything. We have Miller Beach Cigar Bar. It's open for Throwback Tuesdays. I'm sorry, this is Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, it's right next door to the Dialogue Wine Bar. Right, there it is. All right. So we're in Miller. So Miller is notorious for having, can you hear me? Miller is always notorious for having bad signals out here, okay? But it's good vibes here at the Miller Beach Cigar Bar. You know what I mean? Can you hear me, Gina? Gina says no. We're gonna work this out. Well, Gina, you know what? Come over here.
Okay.
Come over. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff to do. And this is what we do with Dope T. And Life Coach Jeff is over here, wrecking his brain with all that spaghetti in his hand. So we're gonna make something happen. Just go ahead, Gina. I'm gonna do something else. Come on, Gina.
As you should.
No, you're gonna sit right here. You're gonna sit right here. You take this. Right there. Kind of like this.
All right.
Sure, we hear
Okay.
you.
There we go. All right. See, they trying to slow the party down. They can't slow no party down, especially right here at Dialogue Cigar Bar. Man, look, again, we are live at Dialogue Cigar Bar right here at 601 South Lake Street. Again, I got to tell you guys, we're going to talk cigars today. You're going to find out different brands of cigars. What are the best cigars? What are the best alcohols to go with it? What do you pair it with? We're going to talk about how you cut it. Do you bite it? Do you do a V cut? We're going to talk about all that. We have cigar connoisseur that's going to answer all of your questions for you. Let me go back and say this again. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. But you know what? If you are in the area, come on down, 601 South Lake Street, Dialogue Cigar Bar. Man, this place, I'm telling you, if you have not been here, come out and promote, come out and patronize. This is the first and only Black-owned cigar bar in Gary, Indiana.
It is a beautiful place.
Yes, it is.
To come here and do your thing.
I'm telling you.
But we're having all kind of audio and just we got to get that right. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all good.
That's right. That's right. It don't know one monkey stop the show. But you know what? If you have never smoked a cigar, if you've never done it before, you know, here's your opportunity to find out more about it. You know, I always say anything you do, research, find out about it.
Exactly.
It's not just picking up a cigar and putting it in your mouth. It's more than that. And Jeff, you know what?
What's up?
My buddy Jeff, Life Coach Jeff, just hit the scenes. He is a cigar smoker, so he can tell you a little bit about it himself, right, Jeff?
Yeah, just a little bit. Can everybody hear me okay? Y'all hear me all right?
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing you. But that's okay. You gotta get that right too.
Oh man, y'all can,
We can hear you.
you can hear me? Oh, okay, good. So yeah, you know, when it comes down to smoking these cigars, you know, a lot of people they had their own little kit with them. You know, I got my own thing with me. You know what I mean? So what I tend to do is I do like to smoke higher priced cigars myself. Sometimes a Cohiba, like a Cohiba Weller or the Wellness brand or Blue Label. Something that tends to be just a little on the stronger side, but can be balanced at the same time. So what I actually have with me right now is a Placencia Year of the Rabbit. Now, with this Placencia Year of the Rabbit, y'all, it's better placed kind of like with a good cognac, something like that. You know what I mean? When you have your cigar, what you want to do is you want to place them with the right drink. It makes it more balanced in terms of how you actually go about smoking it and the pleasantness of the cigar. It makes it smooth. And I will tell y'all a secret. If you do spend more money on cigars, you will have a better experience. You need and want a high-priced cigar because there's a difference between when you smoke something cheaper and when you go ahead and get something a little bit higher price. To let you all know, and Gina, I don't know if I really want to tell them all this stuff because I spent some money and I hope my wife ain't watching. These Placencia, special edition Year of the Rabbit cigars, for 5 of them, I paid over $300. So That's why I say that. You know what I mean?
Ooh, you in trouble.
Hey, if I'm gonna be in trouble, I'm gonna be in trouble. I already spent the money, girl. So you know we already in the game.
Well, what's the difference, Jeff? What's the difference if I spend $100 on the cigar or $10 on the cigar? What's the difference?
It's the smoothness. It's the smoothness of the cigar. That's the thing. It's the smoothness of the cigar. It's the blend that you get with them sometimes. Some of those are real basic. Now I don't really know the extensiveness as far as the blends and how deep they get, but I do know they do have something like this cigar, for instance, has more of a dark type taste to it, along with some citrus bitters, different things of that nature. Yeah, but there's some other cigars out there that have more of a cocoa or coffee flavored. When you go ahead and you do those, they said we echoing a little bit. Okay, but we're gonna keep it moving. But you know, when you go, okay, cool. But you know, when we go ahead and we have those types of cigars, though, you want something that's gonna fit you. You know what I mean? You just want something that's gonna fit you. So it's all about personal preference. And your acid cigars have more of your flavor. So when you start talking about like, let's say you want a chocolate cigar or you want a strong coffee flavored cigar, you know what I mean? That's what you end up looking at. So that's the difference. You know, when we start really looking at the whole thing when it comes to these cigars here.
Interesting. So I don't want a $10 cigar then.
No, you don't want no $10 cigar. Don't even do it to yourself. Please don't. Please don't. The struggle is real.
Well, Ilsa's suggesting Java Mint or Madura.
Say that again.
Ilsa is suggesting Java Mint or Madura.
Yeah, those are good cigars. Those are good. You know, in every cigar company, when you start to really look at stuff, a lot of your cigars, when you start looking on low, they're all the same. And I'm gonna just be honest. To me, they seem like they're the same. But when you start spending a little bit more money on what it is and what you want, you can hone in on what you like in the brand. Everybody's different. So you know, it all depends on what you want. You know.
Okay. Now, would you pair up a cigar with a beer?
No, you don't want to do that.
No?
You usually want a nice cognac to go ahead and to pair your cigar with. And what I've also seen people doing, what I've done as well, is if you go ahead and you dip it into your cognac that you're drinking, it'll also take off that bite as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it's different levels to it. Because I got on my earphones. Did they turn on the vent? So it's okay to smoke in this bad boy?
I believe so.
Smoke it. Smoke it.
Now, people, when we also refer to the vents, also when it comes to the cigar bar, we're talking about the humidor. So what happens is cigar areas, they have humidors. And with these humidors, what it does is it vents out all that smoky air that you have, right? So then it allows the cigar smoker for a better experience. So you don't have to walk around with that smell in your clothes and all that stuff. But I will say this, for your more expensive and high price humidors, everybody's different. You know what I mean? So just anticipate if you are at a cigar bar, you will come back smelling a little bit like cigar smoke.
Yes,
And it's
definitely.
Okay. You know,
It's better than the smoke from Canada.
Say that again.
It's better than the smoke.
I know, right? All that craziness we was getting. We don't want that smoke. I take this cigar smoke every day, any day, over that mess there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, so you've been ready to actually, Coach is getting ready to actually light one up so you guys can see and show you guys exactly how to do the cut, right? Is it V-cut that you do?
I have a V-cut and I also have a punch. Now, I do want to let y'all know with this particular cigar, my maintenance was off with my cigar. So y'all don't talk about the fact that my outer shell is cracked and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But what you want to do is you can use a V-cut or a punch. If you go ahead and use a punch, okay? If you go ahead and use a punch, what it does is it cuts a hole in the cigar just like this. And what it does, it makes it for a more even type smoke, okay? And if you go ahead and if you do a V-cut, the V-cut allows you to inhale more of that flavor and bitterness depending on the flavor of the cigar that you smoke. So that's the difference when you get into your cuts, rather. I know the G-Man trying to get connected right now, but yeah. Robert Davis, what's going on, man? What you sipping on now, Tanisha? She says she's sipping on that cognac. That's probably what she's sipping on over there. What's going on, Mr. Davis? What's going on? We just out here trying to make some things happen right now. I'm gonna sit up here and light up real quick, and we are having a good time. We are located here at Dialogue Cigar Bar. That's where we at. Dialogue Cigar Bar, people. Well, we are having a good time here. If you take a look out here, it's a nice area. It's homey. You know, they got a nice bar set up. They got a nice TV setup, nice couches, lounges. You sipping on the sweet red? Okay, I see you out there. You know, I can't get a sweet red right now because of what I got, but I need me something stronger. I need me something a little stronger here.
Life coach.
G-Man, I can't hear you. Can you hear me, G-Man? But it's okay. Okay. We still working through some things, y'all, but we all right out here. Yes, Miller Beach Cigar Bar is located at 567 South Lake Street. That is where we are, people. We just out here having a good time. Lighting it up a little bit, smoking, enjoying the ambiance a bit, you know, and just, you know, you have to go ahead. Like we always talk about support for your local establishments that you have in here, right? You know what I mean? If you have a hobby or something that you like to do or something of that nature, go ahead and solicit. You know, I got my own equipment, y'all. You know, I got my own cutters, lighters, punches, little things of that nature. But go ahead and spend you a little bit of money. It don't mean nothing out here. You know, have a good time. Come out here to 567 South Lake Street and enjoy. What's up, Byron? How you doing, sir? Okay, you said the Mexican Te Amo Mediterranean cigar with the dark wrapper is your flavor, is one of your favorites. And I hear you, man. I hear you. You know, like I said, each cigar is different with the flavors and what they offer to people. You know what I mean? And I will say this, Cohiba, I like Cohibas because they tend to be stronger cigars. I like stronger type cigars. But the darker the wrapper, the more flavor that they do have in there when it tends to have more of that coffee, or in this case, this is considered a dark wrapper. You know what I mean? So it does have, or in between, so it will have more of that bittery taste to it, you know? Okay, at Aromas. Yeah, grown folk. I'm trying to tell you, there you go. Wednesdays at Aromas, grown folk. That's what it's about, people. When you frequent these places and you come to these places, it's a whole vibe, yo. The G-Man set up here, he had the camera going around and everything like that. So you got to remember, man, when we do stuff like this, it's a whole vibe out here. A whole type of vibe, you know? And all we got to do is just get with it, you know? That's all we got to do is get with it and get on. So what's up with everybody else? How we looking over there, man? We good. The sound quality is fine.
Can you hear me?
So can I turn it on or no?
You can turn it on. Go ahead, turn it on. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, it should go ahead and filter out through the mic pretty good. We got to communicate with everybody. You know what I mean? We got to make sure we talk.
Can you hear me now?
See, he turned it on.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, my man? Go ahead.
I was just saying, you know, we are again at Dialogue. I'm on delay right now. It's a delay. But Jeff told everything that was supposed to be said, okay? I wanted to know, though, what cigar goes with what drink? What cigar goes after you're just trying to chill? What cigar, if there is a cigar for that, what cigar do you have after sex?
Oh, gosh. Remember, like I said, you want to go ahead, you want to compare like your cognacs, man. And there are a lot of different cognacs out there that go good with these cigars, man. You know what I mean? You just have to find out which one you like. Like Woodruff is a good one that goes very good with that, with any type of cigar that you got, and it happens to be one of a darker taste. You know, and we could go ahead. Kevin is here too. We could go ahead and get him on too, if you would like. You know what I mean? If you want to, do you want to ask about some of these things, these pairings and stuff, man, so we can get another perspective, girl? You know?
I can hear you, but you're delayed.
Oh, I'm delayed a little bit. Oh, okay. I got you, sir. So yeah, what I was saying is we can bring Kevin on. You know what I mean? We can go ahead and have him talk.
Kevin on.
And if he needs a certain mic or something, you want to just dive over here real quick.
Yeah, he can just dive over there with you.
Dive over here. Come on over here, brother. Hey,
and I'm gonna get off so that you guys
pull
can.
up. Go ahead. We'll swing this seat around here. Go ahead. Swing
I'm gonna
your
get off
seat
so you guys can have that conversation.
for that over there. Yeah, real quick. We'll swing it around.
But everybody, yeah, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us with all these technical difficulties we're having. We are at Dialogue. Live goes like that sometimes, but we got it cracking here. And the people are starting to come in, so it's going to be a... Tanisha, what night is this?
There you go.
What's that? They're open Wednesday through Saturday, but what's tonight's night? Throwback Thursday. So wear your old afros, wear your old school heels. I'm gonna kick it over to Life Coach Jeff. He got Kevin. You know, they're gonna talk a little bit about some cigars. All right, take it away, Jeff.
All right, here we are. We are here with Kevin. Kevin Lees Bay. How you doing, brother?
Leger Bay.
Leger Bay. There it is, brother. All right. So how you doing today, man?
Oh, our Ethan's on harmony. How you doing?
Oh, I'm great, man. I can't complain. You know what I mean? We just out here trying to catch this vibe here. You know what I mean? Trying to catch the vibe. So what we're going to do is we're going to explain to the people about some of these cigar pairings, okay, with the different types of drinks that we have. So I'll let you go ahead and take it away, man, with the expertise, you know, because you know more about that than me. I'm an amateur at this, you know. But go ahead, take it away, brother.
Well, as far as cigars go, as far as the pairings, it really depends on the person, because you can take any cigar and you can extend whatever it is that who you are, whatever it is that's in your comportment, your character, your personality. That cigar is an extension of it. If you come out dressed sharp, that cigar is an extension of your attire. It's an extension of what it is you bring out. So when you talk about pairing a cigar with a particular whiskey, I tell them what I've seen them do down in Costa Rica and Panama. They would take the cigars and they would dip them. This right here, they infusing the cigars on their own. As soon as they hit they're experiencing the cigar, the tobacco, the wrap, the gauges, and the alcohol at the same time. I don't drink.
Okay.
So I can't tell them, when Kevin, this tastes like this. I don't drink. But I can tell you whatever cigar you pick, this is how you infuse it on your own.
Okay, got you. Because you know what I did say earlier, when you do drink with your cigar, you can go ahead and dip it in there to go ahead, tame down the bite, and it'll bring out more of those flavors.
I thought I didn't know what they were doing, and I was seeing, and I actually walked up to somebody in Panama that spoke English, and I asked them, I said, why are they dipping their cigars? They dunking them like that. They said because down here where they grow the, like in different parts of Central America, South America, where they grow the tobacco, you go in different gauges, you go in different strengths, different a lot of these cigars, especially down in the Caribbean, a lot of that tobacco, or in the South, or here in the American South, a lot of that tobacco is infused with sugar cane or molasses. So it has a different taste. It has a different hold to it. So you don't have to put it in a humidor necessarily. It's gonna hold because of everything that's going in it. But then when you dunk it into this alcohol, into this spirit, you just infuse a cigar with what you want it to be infused with. And that's a conversation. That's a conversation piece within itself. How that taste, how that go, and then you got different people trying drinks, different people. This is why we have a lot of wine tastings here, tequila tastings. Yeah. Because now we can add cigars to it. We can add something that can extend their personality.
And that's well said. You see, everybody, that's what I meant. You know what I mean? When you go ahead, smoking a cigar is like one of those things, man. Like you said, it's about your personality. And I love how you put it. You said it's an extension of you.
It's an extension of you. It's an extension. It's an accessory. A good cigar is an accessory. That's why you have all these different type of different bands that look like it's almost like what you call it outside the stores. What they call it? The neon lights outside the stores. That's what the band is on a cigar. Certain people pick cigars simply because of a band. They've never smoked a cigar in their life, but they see the band and it's attractive. So let me try that, or let me try that. They look at what they got on with this right here, or fit that. Or if you know somebody personally and you see them smoking a certain cigar, you say, no, put that down. I got something for you. And you give them something where you looking at, you see them different. You see something in their comportment where it could be extended. Let me extend your comportment. Let me give you a cold stick. Let me give you something slick to smoke. Let me give you something slick to talk about. Let me give you something to take to somebody for a conversation, please.
Definitely. And let's look at some of these comments here, man. Look at some of these comments. Byron says he always drinks a single malt scotch when enjoying his cigar, so he has his preference. You know what I mean? Aisha Adams Jefferson says, men find women who smoke cigars is rather sexy. Hey,
Listen,
yeah. Speak
you
on it,
have a
brother.
wine bar right over here on the other side.
Yes.
Before we open this, we would smoke cigars back in the back.
Yep, at the back
And
room.
certain women would come back there. They would sit down with the stick. They would look around nervous, like, okay, am I supposed to be here? Now they see, since we didn't open up a whole cigar bar, they come over here, and now they know that there is somewhere for them too. Because cigars, just like I tried to say before, had always been a man's club. It always been part of the boys' club.
Definitely.
Then when we bring the sisters into it, to bring the women into it, it's like, okay, what are they doing here? Not what are they doing here. They're getting ready to experience the same thing y'all experience. And it's an old thing. The old times used to tell us, if you get you the right woman, she will remember everything that you forgot.
Ooh.
So
say that again.
If you get you the right woman, she will remember everything that you forgot. So when she's coming in and going through the cigars and going through the different blends, and she finds something that's slick, she said, look, try this right here. And you look at it like, whoa. You might have something there.
There you go. And I'm with you on that, brother. I'm with you on that. Kevin also giving some good marriage advice as well, people. Okay, y'all, married men, pay attention to that. All right.
Yeah.
But yes, man, it's a whole good thing out here, man. And where we at again? Let's see if we can pull up that address again, people.
567 Lake Street.
567 Lake Street in Gary.
Tell you something about that.
Talk to me.
I like to tell people when they come through the door. Once they walk through the door, they walking through history. Gary was incorporated in what? 1908. From 1908 to 2003. That's 105 years.
Over 100 years up.
Over 100 years. And over 100 years, this is the first black cigar club in the city of Gary. This is the first black wine bar in the city of Gary. What happened to the mental wherewithal of the mindset 100 years ago when these brothers and sisters coming up from down south, and they was having business. They had corner stores, they had their own bakeries, their own ice cream, they had all their own business. What was it you did in that mental wherewithal where they said, well, let's open up a cigar bar, or let's open up a speakeasy, let's open up this. They didn't, because they always tied all these different things to another culture, to a high aspect of another culture, instead of saying, look, we can do the same thing. Not today. Fast forward 100-some years. I talk to little brothers. I just look, come down to the cigar bar. Oh, can we bring our own? Yeah, you can bring your own. And then they come through the door with Swisher Sweets, White Owls. Wow. That's not cigars, little brother. If you can't clip it, it's garbage.
There you go.
Let me show you a cigar. Now I done turned them on to something else. I done told them something about a culture that they thought was out of their grasp. Oh, it's probably yours too.
And you know, to speak of what you just said, real talk. One of the comments that was just put up there by Isha Adams Jefferson was cigar smoking. Cigar smoking puts everyone on the same level, no matter what your profession, man. It brings everybody together.
Listen, now that you say that, I remember me and my business partner sitting over there at Lakai. We threw a cigar party, cigars and dinners and everything. And the people, the array of people that came out, an eclectic array of people, we was able to put all the right people in the room together. People who thought that they would never need something that somebody else had. They said, whoa, here go my business card. Let me take your business card. Now we got networking going on.
There it is.
Let me sit down and talk to you. I like what you got on. I like that stick you got. Let me sit down and talk to you. Now you have conversations going on. Now you have people being bounced off of everybody else's image.
Facts.
And once you get to that type of energy that is circulating, and any and everything that come in the room is getting ready to fall right into that birth. Like, boom. You're going to have people dragging the pants. And I'm not putting these little brothers down for what they do. They live how they live.
I feel you.
But through this door right here, you don't have nobody dragging their pants. Nobody is holding a conversation with somebody trying to talk over somebody else over on the other side of the room. Everybody come in there when they come through the door. They know they're coming into a cigar bar, and they know that they may have some spirits here, but they coming in with a different mindset. But let me sit down and meet somebody. Let me sit down and talk to somebody. Let me try to ask somebody where they get their cold-blooded humor, or where they get those spirits at, or where you get. I had a partner of mine came in here, Mike Spearman. He gave me a cigar. What was the name of it? Year the Tiger. None of them in the United States. He got it from Tokyo. But these are the type of conversations you had. People coming in with different. Another brother came in with some cigars called Tabernacle. And it caught my eye because right on the band, it got Holly Celeste. Then it's a whole history. behind Holly Celeste. I know this. But the beautiful part is me sitting up and telling the brother, you know, brother, that cigar you got, Holly Celeste on that. You know the reason why they call it Tabernacle. You know the reason why I call it the Lion of Judah. Now it's a whole conversation. Now I'm getting ready to educate them on something in history, and at the same time,
There you
you're
go.
going to stick at the same time.
How y'all feel
that
about
brings
that?
up a good point, Kevin. I want to ask. I want to ask you, what isn't there a difference with the leaves? The leaves make a huge difference too, right?
Listen, I'm glad you brought that up. That goes back to when I was talking to those cats down in Panama, when I would watch them dunking into their cognac or dunking it in their coffee, whatever it was that they had to mix in their coffee. The leaves, everywhere you go in Central America, they have different leaves, different tobacco plantations, different people doing different things. Brothers up here who have their own cigar lines, they went down to Honduras and was able to pick the blends that they want. So it's not just one tobacco plant. It's tobacco plants and what they infuse with, how they grow it, what's in the soil, what's in the roots. That's why tobacco is considered a healing root because it's grown underground. Anything grown underground is considered a root. You ever heard those saying, as above, so below? As above out here, you see thunder, you see lightning, you see rain. It's thunder and lightning under the ground. This is the only way that you can push something like this up out the earth. And without going deep into it, you dig, or going down those rabbit holes like that. It's just simply you walking into something that has never been done before. When you walk through that door, and a lot of people don't realize. They think that I'm going to have a cigar, drink, give me something to leave. No, you just walked into a space where nothing before has been seen. You ain't there 100-some years. This is the first black cigar bar in the city of Gary's history.
There you go.
And you know what else I've seen? A lot of beginners, they don't know a lot of the culture behind it. They don't know a lot of the history behind cigar smoking. What would you say to a beginning cigar smoker?
Beginning cigar smokers, usually those are the ones who used to use the white hours at the Swisher Sweets to roll weed with. All they know was cigar. We're gonna get a cigar, we're gonna roll weed, we're gonna get a cigar, we're gonna do this with.
They know cigarillos.
Cigarillos, black and mild. But you come through this door, we're gonna get a cigar, we're gonna sit down and talk. People coming through, beginners, we have cigars for beginners, like, oh, I want something sweet, I want something this. This is what they have in their mind, or something they done seen on TV, or something they done heard, or something that they done heard coming out the sound of somebody else's voice. But we sit them down and we show them, look, try this right here, check this out. This right here might be kind of slick for you. And then we progress. And it's not like cigarettes. They prohibition to everything, but it's not like cigarettes where everybody's sitting around. You got to smell what somebody else is exhaling. This right here, if you smell something, you probably smelling cognac from over here. You probably smelling grape or pina colada coming from over here, and it's not a drink; it's the tobacco.
Okay. Right. That makes a lot of sense. But I'm not a cigarette smoker, but a lot of the myth in the back and forth is, do you inhale or do you not inhale?
You don't inhale because, and going back, let's go back to down here. A lot of the tobacco, especially here in American South, was soaked in molasses, soaked in some type of sugar cane. Different things have been done to it, and not to go get away from the point, but you can look at Jack Daniels. The person who they say invented Jack Daniels and came up with that recipe was not the person came up with that recipe was somebody that looked like me and you, but they never got credit. They never got a chance to practice. So it's the same way with cigars. A lot of the cigars that you taste, a lot of the cigars that you taste that's infused with molasses or sugar cane, that came from somebody that looked just like you who never had a chance to say, look, I want to start this business because it was out of their reach.
Hey, Gina.
Yeah.
I can't smoke.
You can't smoke it. Well, Ilsa says for beginners, Tatiana.
Well, but a lot of I have Tatiana's back there, but there are a lot of other cigars outside of Tatiana's that I get at beginners, like the barber pose, the Dolce Vita barber pose. Those are slick. Or depending on the person, if I know that person personally, it may be a cigar that they've never picked up before, but by me knowing them and I'm knowing what's in there for me, I'm saying, look, This right here, this right here is tailor made for you. Check this out. Do this with it. Do that with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, you know, my first experience with cigar smoke was back when I was in high school. I used to work at a restaurant that was here in Gary called the Skyline.
I remember the Skyline. It was across the street from the bucket.
When I was in high school.
Yeah. On 4th.
Yes. And you know what? There's a lot of guys in there that smoke cigars, but they smelled horrible.
Mm.
And so that was my first experience with a cigar. It smells like crap.
No horrible.
So what were they smoking? And is that still around, or is
They were smoke. Yeah, they're still around. You can go in any gas station or smoke shop and buy you a $5 or $6 cigar. You can go in any gas station and buy you 3 or 4 cigars for 99 cents.
Mm-hmm. So is that what they were smoking?
You get what you pay for. Yeah, that's what they were smoking. They were smoking garbage. You get what you pay for. If you went out and bought a shirt and they said, well, we give you this shirt half off because of whatever reason, 2 days later it tears up and falls off your back, you can't get mad because you don't pay for what you bought.
True. You know, and that's why I always because that's what I thought. They were like that was my pick.
That was your first experience. And your first experience having to be an experience with people who weren't experienced in smoking cigars. They were smoking cigars because it was something that separated them from who they are and a persona. So they did it outside the house. They never did it inside the house. They didn't have humidor. They didn't have a cigar collection where they said, I'm going, you being out with a bunch of other people of a collective mindset. We get ready to do this right here.
Mm.
Yeah, that was God.
Mm. Wait, another debate. The cigars give you a buzz.
Some do, depending on who you are. And a lot of people, when they inhale, they do. When they smoke a cigar, they do inhale a little bit. And it because you deal with 2 or 3 different blends of tobacco, depending on which cigar that you're messing with. So it's not going to give you a buzz when you're walking out of here stumbling and tripping over your feet. But it'll give you a head rush because this is something that you're not used to. But once you get used to smoking a cigar, you get used to just tasting it for the taste of it or tasting it for the blend and become aware of different blends of cigars. You will see it won't get you high no more. It'll just, put more experience on that palate. Just like eating fried food. A lot of people who just usually just eating wings or pizza every day. You give them a crack and they tell you, oh, this is the best crack I've tasted in my life. No, that's the only crack you've tasted in your life. You got to expand that.
Mm. So that makes a difference then. So we here at Dialogue Cigar Bar, right here on Lake Superior, Indiana. We are busting all these myths, all of these how to go with this and how to go with that. So if you don't know anything about cigars, tune in and down here join us, get you a cigar, have a little taste, and find So what's your favorite pepper?
My favorite would probably be either the Crazy Alice. I like the Dolce Vita Barber Pole, the coffee ones, a flathead, and like that goes the mood that I'm in, depending on where I came from when I walked in. It all depends on how I'm feeling at that time, what I feel. Maybe it's something that I got on. I'm gonna use whatever cigar I get to, speak to my session, speak to what I have on. A lot of people come in with cufflinks. That's a conversation piece. Come in with a cold-blooded bow tie. That's a conversation piece. I can come in with a suit and grab a cigar. Nobody's saying it. Here goes another conversation piece. Man, what's that you smoke? Man, what's that you got? I like the smell that. Where'd you? And here come a whole history behind it because a lot of people who will come in with their own cigars, this is what they do. They're not going to the gas station for the 99-cent guy. They come in here to experience something else.
So what's the most expensive cigar you've ever smoked?
It was down in Costa Rica. It was Sancho Panza. A Cuban cigar called Sancho Panza.
Sandro Panza.
Sancho, S-A-N-C-H-O. place called Camacho Panza.
Was that a different experience?
Well, I was just, back then I was hit and miss with the cigars. I was smoking if I had them, or somebody gave me a box. Or, in the work that I do, a lot of people like to trade with me. Kevin, I can't pay this, and they give me cigars, they give me books, they give me artwork. So a lot of things that I'm into simply by the default is what somebody else can't do for me, but the little that they do give me almost like an offer.
Okay.
And a lot of cigars I got is offers. So Sancho Panza was that was a hell of an experience. Bolivar was a hell of a cigar because all the different blends that goes into it, and it's almost like a 110-year-old cigar. The company, right?
Okay.
Wow.
Gotcha. And see, and could you tell the difference with that more expensive cigar, like we talked about, that smoothness, right? Because that's what it's about.
It's almost like, and like I said, I don't drink, but it's almost like a smooth cognac. Because when you drink it, when you smoke it, something else is more. Like I told you, dip the cigar, the part that you smoke it, dip it in there and hit it.
Here it is.
Dunk it in there and hit it. You just infuse it, not hit
it. It's smooth, people. It's nice. See, we don't lie when we tell the truth. We tell the truth. We trying to lead the people down the right path. Ain't it, Captain?
Bring it out, though.
Hey, it definitely brings it all out, man. He ain't lying.
So we're right here at Dialogue Cigar Bar, right here on Lake Street in Gary, Indiana. Tell me, Kevin, how long have you been coming to Dialogue?
I was coming to Dialogue when this right here, where we sitting at now, was a clothing store. I would go to different events over there. Then I got to know the owners. Then I got to know the circle of people around here more. And it was almost like everything, the universe lined everything up to whereas everybody who met everybody at a particular time became family. Everybody who met everybody at a particular time became a circle. You have a circle of women around there called the firm. And these sisters, every time we would have parties and different things going on in the city, if you wanted it pushed, if you wanted it out there, you call these sisters, and they put together group modes. They can go out anywhere in the city. Somebody see one of them, everything that they believe in, what they speak.
I hear you.
And expressed just by that sister's presence. Sister sitting over in the corner, just her presence speaks to what's going on right here. Speaks to the history that's coming through the door. Everything that's going on down here and what we promote.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So, Gina,
ask
him what sets this place apart from other cigars.
Yeah, that's a good question. What sets Dialogue Cigar Bar apart from any other cigar bars?
The history. You have two other businesses. One in, I think, East Chicago, one in Hammond. And just to show you how we don't speak down about nobody else's business, this brother and this sister, they have cigar clubs too, but it's a different entry going on there.
Definitely.
They have a different energy coming through the door. It's almost like a party atmosphere. They come through the party. It's an extension of a club or an extension of a bar, but it's something different.
Okay.
They really can't explain it, but it's something different. This right here, you don't have that down there. You don't have that part of the aesthetic. When you're walking into a cigar bar.
Yeah.
At any time when it's full, we're having an event, you walk in there, you can walk and sit down in 4 or 5 different conversations, and people won't look at you crazy. Like, why are you getting our business? Instead, they're looking at you. What can you do to expand on this message that we're talking about? What can you do to further what it is that we try and say? We want to walk out bigger than it was when we came in. Give us a different opinion about the weather, about politics, about whatever it is that we're talking about. And you can come in here and you can find that right there, man. That's what differentiates it. And the history. Always go back to the history. 100 and some years, and this is the first one after 100 and some years. What happened to the mindset between then and now?
Yeah.
We opened mom and pop stores. We just sold basics. Same thing that they did in the South. They never thought that they could aspire to something like this because every time they looked up, they seen Europeans or bankers or somebody coming to collect their rent, smoking a big old cigar.
See, that's what's up. What I like about this is it's all about perception, but we talking about the fact though too. You know what I mean? We talking about the straight fact with it. And that's the thing, man. When you look at a place like this, like you said, it's the essence of it. It's in the middle of us. It's the essence and also the history behind it.
And the aura.
There it is.
The aura that comes with it.
Speak on the aura.
Always an aura that comes with it. When you walk into a place like this, you're not gonna see somebody with their pants dragged, them shoes, hollering at the top of their voice because they trying to overspeak them. They trying to overspeak them, and they trying to overspeak. You walking into it, Mo, and it's the aura. What you bring, what you yourself bring through the door. You got a lot of people that put on $1,000 worth of clothes coming here and they want to break dance and fight. It's not exactly who and what they're bringing, because you got to remember, you bring who you are with you.
Facts.
You bring who you are with you. People, I'm getting ready to move out of town because I'm tired of all the drama. You just getting ready to take that drama somewhere else to a new audience because you are taking who you are with you.
Speak that, brother.
Man, you put a new meaning. You put a new meaning on cigar smoking. I tell you that.
Well, it could be cigar smoking. It could be going to a hat store. It could be going to get you a pair of shoes. It could be going to get you a new suit. You bring who you are with you. Somebody walk out of there dressed like a suit. Out of there, got on. It's a uniform.
Exactly.
The suit is a uniform.
I agree.
They'll walk out of there, you dig, looking like $100,000, but both of them went into the same place. But both of them took who they are with them into the same place. When you come down to a spot like this, man, with the history, the people that's around, all of us around, you can't do nothing but pick up and collect that energy. Even if you came here in a bad mood, you can't leave with a bad mood because everybody around you is bad, 110 degrees. You came here to find, you came here to get something.
And he ain't lying. He ain't lying, man. Whenever you frequent places like this, man, it is all about release. You know what I mean? From the everyday life stresses that we go through. There's no reason, like you was talking about earlier, there's no reason why you should come to an establishment like this and people wilding out. You know, this is a place that has an essence and an aura of ease and a peace about it. You
well,
know
how
what I
do
mean?
you come here and you still feel, you know, those left ethers peeling through you wherever it was that you came from?
Exactly.
You didn't come here just because it's you came here to get away from something. And we're not necessarily saying that everything is bad what people are getting away from.
Yeah.
Some people just need to look, I got to go. Let me spend a couple corners and
exactly.
You know, let me get my ethers in order. Let me get my comportment. Let me get my mental wherewithal in order so I can come back and deal with this like a man or like a woman.
Facts.
Instead of a child.
There it is. Yeah, it seems like it's a healing essence. It's got to be about everything. You got to take in, if you're going to come to a cigar bar, you have to take in the whole experience, the whole essence, the whole aura that my man speaks about. You know, you can't limit yourself when it comes to these experiences. You know what I mean? You can't limit yourself when it comes to these experiences.
Right on the head. Because a lot of times I can't give this history to people. I can't tell them, look, this what happened in 1812. This what, and a lot of people are not, to be honest, they're not gonna sit still 5 or 10 minutes and sit here and listen to you pontificate about the history of a cigar. They want to know what they like at that immediate time.
That's right.
So you use what you know to lay here and move and breathe people around. Just like when they say, I'm out here chasing the bag, I'm chasing money.
Yeah.
If you out there chasing something, you have to listen to your language. If you out there chasing something, that means that by the time you get up in the morning, something out there in the world is trying to elude you. Something out there in the world is trying to stay right up out of your grasp. But you change the language and say, look, I'm getting ready to go and make this money. I'm getting ready to go exchange this money for rent. You didn't realize your outcome because you speaking something different.
Yes.
Same way, people come in, they don't want to hear all that, but they want to hear you speak about this cigar this or this cigar that. So now I done grow them up a little bit. From the time that they came in and left out, they know something they didn't know. And I didn't have to go down and rabbit hole. I gave it to them. I guess it's cat. You can disagree with somebody at the same time and not lose respect. It's the way that you say.
That's it. That's it. Come on, Jenny. You know he's spitting his knowledge.
Oh yeah, definitely. And if you didn't catch it all, you can come down here in what are the hours? Monday through Thursday, right?
Wednesday through Saturday, and we open up at 7.
They open up on Sunday sometime too, right?
Sunday, I think we do it on Sunday because we have an event over in the wine bar. So on the Sundays that we open up, We had different events, different caterers that would come down. A lot of the caterers. That's another thing about a black cigar bar. When they bring in a caterer, you'll go somewhere else that has somebody who's just been used to selling plates out their back door. But we bring it down here. So look, we done heard about you. We like your food. We done check this out. Come down here and vend for us. Now we done took them somewhere else. They no longer sell a place out their back door. Now they're legitimate caterers. You taking somebody from somewhere else and you bringing them into a different realm. You putting something with wasn't nothing there before, and automatically you're gonna attract people.
Facts.
Simply, if no other reason than curiosity.
So it's just a vibe here. You know what I'm saying? It's just a regular vibe. Yeah. People just want to come through just to hang out, smoke cigars, drink a little bit, and get to know each other. You know? Yeah. Like cheers, right?
Yeah. Like cheers. Everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name.
We ain't gonna sing the song though. We ain't singing the song.
I was singing the song.
We didn't get our life coach Jeff moment, but you know what? Life coach Jeff was having this moment with that cigar.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you, this joke of fire right here. I'm telling you,
that Duncan made it even slip.
That's it, sir.
That's because you infused it at your leisure, not something somebody else infused. You infused.
Exactly.
You go along with the way that you want it instead of what somebody else gave you.
Trying to tell y'all, man, this is a whole different experience. I didn't used to be a cigar smoker. You know what I mean? It's just something that Greg attests to this. You know, it's something we kind of walked into, and then I just kind of eased into and just kind of started. And like my man Kevin was saying, you know, it's about just embracing it all, yo. You embrace everything that comes along with it. You know what I mean? Don't ever close yourself off to places like this because you don't know who you sit next to in the room. You don't know who can go ahead and help you get to that next level that you're trying to get to. This is a place where you come like, okay, let me put it to y'all like this. Some people make deals on the golf course. Other people can make deals in the cigar bar too.
That's right.
You never know who you get around. You never know who you're going to run into. The conversations, you never know how the conversations are going to go. So, I mean, Dialogue is one of those places where I think everybody should come to, have a seat, get to know people. You never know. You never know.
That's it.
Well, Kevin, we're about to end pretty soon. Give us one good tip that you would give to a cigar smoker or somebody who wants to start smoking cigars.
If you can't clip it, it's garbage. If you can't clip it, it's garbage. You go in the store, you can buy 4 cigars for $1. You can buy a pack for 99 cents. But once you open it, it's already clipped for you. In other words, whatever's got to be done to that cigar, whatever energy's been infused into it, it's already been infused into it. And you taking what they give you instead of coming in here and experiment. It's 3 E's. And when I do spiritual work or go off into different counseling, especially with the women and the men, especially when they're young, I tell them there are 3 E's that you have to acquire before you get up into a deep relationship or get up into anything where you're gonna have to get parts of you. You're gonna have to experience, experiment, and explore. If you don't have those 3 lessons in your life ingrained in you, you'll get off into anything. A relationship, but automatically there's a gap in the bed because somebody didn't realize something that they should have got out their shit a long time ago. So it's the same way when you come in here. When you're getting away from the switching that garbage, coming here to experience, experiment, and explore. We have it back there for you.
Facts. With it.
All right.
That's what we're doing, man. Kevin, we want to thank you for hanging out with us, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
My man, Greg Gray.
It's been a vibe, brother. Okay?
Oh, it's been a vibe.
Life Coach Jeff, give us the last words, man.
All right, y'all. This is what I'm gonna give y'all. Follow them 3 E's, like my man said. What did you say?
Experience, experiment, and explore.
There it is. Experiment, experience, and explore. Because the thing is, like my man said, life is a whole journey, yo. If you ain't trying to take nothing out from the life that you live and create the life that you want to live and value and build off of those experiences, look here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life.
I like the way you said it.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. But life is what you make it. So I'm not here to usher people and tell them that your life sucks. But I'm gonna tell you this: life is what you make it, and go out and strive every day to make your life a good one.
You got something you want to say?
Hey, live life to the fullest.
Hey man, we want to be where you are, so hook us up. Get in the inbox. Let us know where you're at. We can be coming to a place where you can do a lot of stuff, right?
That's right.
Again, Kevin, thank you for hanging out with us.
Man, Pleasure no mind.
We out of here.